Like Tesla new all-time high. I need to talk to all the Tesla millionaires really. So how do I look at this share price today?
Biggest Tesla bull here. Or used to be.
Used to be.
So Tesla is now at all-time highs. I'm here to interview the 3 Tesla millionaires. So how should we look at the stock price and what should we look at the business today? Maybe Bunti want to start?
I think this Tesla ran up is all after the elections, right? So it seems that Elon threw 200 plus millions to help Trump. 250 million. I think some
Million, right?
no million. So he's really make a big bet on Trump, and then he won the elections. And now these trades, right? You can say it's narrative. It's all about story that Trump is going to help Tesla, going to help Elon, and then now propel the stock price to very high price, right? But I think come back to the fundamentals. Still, there's some legit backing all these things, right? Say for example, I think the Elon say that if you don't trust FSD, you shouldn't invest in the stock. And then if you trust FSD will work, it's not enough that the technology is good enough to work, right? You also need the regulations to get the approval, right? And now Trump in the administration, I think he will definitely help his friend. So I do think that that's the legit part that this thesis will continue to play out. What do you think?
I think it's not just FSD, right? So there's also the energy. The energy part is coming out well. The Tesla board, the Tesla board event was a bit weird, but I think the Tesla board technology behind is still also okay, coming out well. FSD, I think there's progress. They are collecting more miles. The recent update I see there's the curve collecting even more miles recently. Recently, China also, it's another new record high sales or something like that. So, it's that. Then the other thing is, they say that they were coming out with budget model. I saw some report the other day that said, they're coming out in 2025, but this news is unverified, so I will just take it with a pinch of salt. So, overall, Tesla the fundamentals is okay, but it's overvalued now, definitely. But this is just Tesla, it's just like any other day for Tesla. So, okay, went up, okay, good. Come back down, good, better. So, I think no effect on me. Yeah.
Biggest Tesla bull here. Or used to be.
Used to be. So Tesla, pretty happy that it went up, of course, but now nowhere near million based on Tesla. That's a misconception. Maybe Kelvin will be more suitable to talk about that.
No.
But I think recently I see the Tesla board. It seems even more, the progress is even faster than even the energy or the FSD, because the FSD has been going on for so long. Every time you say next year we'll make it happen, it's like it's not really gonna happen. But when you look at the Optimus, the progress that was made, right, it seems that there is less regulation involved for the bot, and it seems that there is a lot more application. Even if now you say it's remotely controlled, right, there are some application that you can do with the thing being remotely controlled, like you're using someone from another country, then you just pay them like $50 a day USD, then they help you control the bot and do all the whatever tasks, like folding your clothes or cleaning your car or whatever not. All this is like you geo arbitrage, that kind of thing. Yeah, so this even before the bot even has its own AI, can do its own thing. So that one will be another quantum leap. So I think this year going forward, I'm more optimistic on Optimus. Like, I mean, FSD, yes lah, is rolling along as per normal, but I think Optimus, the progress is very encouraging to see.
I think on the part that you say it is remote control operated, right?
Yeah.
And then from there to it is operated by the software. I think that one is not like they need a big breakthrough to achieve that, because all these things is available already. Because we already know like what is powering all this large language model, right? They are basically like a translator, right? Translate between text to graphic to image to video, so they can go back and forth. And now I think companies like Nvidia also they spend a lot to come up with R&D on this type of platforms to help them train the models. So I think there's a lot of investment went into this area. I don't think it will take very long time for Tesla bot to be able to, self-operated by software, autonomous. Yeah, I think that won't take long. And also the voice, because the AI event, right? Actually, they say that the one that is voicing the Optimus is actually human, right? Which is true. But actually, all this, when you want to switch to AI that's talking to you, I think that one, the technology is there already. Just plug and make it work. So I think we'll still see a lot of progress over the next 1 or 2 years.
I have no comments.
Chicken Wing, are you going to buy Tesla?
When the price is right lah.
I think Michael Saylor, he said this. People will buy Bitcoin at the price that they deserve.
Sorry, who's Michael Saylor?
Is it Michael Saylor? Yeah, the
Who's
MicroStrategy
Saylor?
guy.
What's MicroStrategy? Is it what?
No, I mean for Tesla, there's always that risk, right? So now everything looks good, energy, AI, full self-driving. But then there's also the Elon Musk. The whole reason it went up is because of Elon Musk won bet with his Trump thing, right? So if he has a fallout with Trump, then it will reflect very badly on the stock price also lah. Not necessarily the company, but more on the stock price lah. So this is another risk to take note of in 2025 lah, because there can only be one alpha male in that area.
Side note, right? You talk about you triggered this whole Michael Saylor Bitcoin discussion, right? I just want to note, like, because now all this is predictive in nature, ma. I like it when times become very hot and when people like to point their fingers and have fun staying poor. Like in gaming, they call it BM, bad mannered, right? Like you BM someone else. Okay. Meaning like tell him, you noob lah, you don't waste time lah, you what, right? No, I'm not saying him, but just a general theme or atmosphere that whenever we go into something like that, yeah, my reply is, yeah, I like to stay poor. What can you do? You can't do anything, right? So yeah, I'll deserve Bitcoin at whatever price they will come to me lah.
I think he's just waiting for his baba to go up then go and come back on us.
No lah, I think even until then, I think it's a 人品 thing though, to scold people to say have fun staying poor. It's not necessarily how much money you have, but that's just my perspective. But anyway, back to this Tesla topic, I think it's a bit cloudy in a sense where you don't really know now what is necessarily driving. Sure, there's a lot of part of story, part of fundamentals, part of positive developments for sure, very big part about regulation. But I just wanted to ask, like, do you all have any messages to your fellow Tesla holders, for those of them that have endured the whole 2 years? What should they do now? What are they expected to do? Or what should they do? Yeah,
I think this kind of things very hard to give suggestion because we don't know when the person's join in the investment, right? And what was the thesis behind that? Because there's very different reasons people invest in a company. Some people really look at the fundamentals, look at the numbers and like the numbers. Some people don't look at the numbers. They trust the vision, they trust the story, and then they trust the management, they trust Elon capability, all these things, right? So these are also legit and also useful way to invest. I'm not saying that these are all totally useless, you know. You have to look at both sides, right? So it's hard to talk generally about like what they should do lah. But if you ask me, like, okay, given it is all-time high now, should we sell the stocks? I would say no lah, because there's no upper limit it can go, right? And you just need to look back on your thesis and see whether it has played out already or not. If not, the future is still bright, they're still executing, then just continue.
Same. I mean, 2 years ago, Tesla was this big thing, right? Right now, I think Tesla is no longer like in the spotlight. It's more like all the crypto-related stuff, MicroStrategy, Bitcoin, and Nvidia is also part of it lah. So yeah, don't just focus on one stock alone, because there are a lot of other opportunities. Not saying MicroStrategy or Nvidia. Yeah, there's a lot more stuff, a lot more pockets. Like for example, if you think REITs are cheap now, there's one way to go. If you think China stocks is another undervalued sector, you can look into it. Yeah, so don't just focus into one stock because your risk is too high if you're just focusing on one.
Right, Eric, last one.
Sorry, what's the question again?
Since it's an all-time high, means nobody has lost money unless you sold out early lah. So what should they do now?
What should they do?
For everybody that profited massively from Tesla.
Massively? I think the people who profited massively will probably just hold. We'll just continue to hold. I mean, I myself, I'm continuing to hold lah. I'm not like going to sell it or what. I'll just leave it there, hold it, because this is a company I feel that the future is very bright. It has a lot of products lined up for the next foreseeable 5 years at least. Yeah, so not really in a hurry to sell it. Of course, there'll be big ups and big downs, as we've seen for the past 3 to 4 years. But on the whole, I would still think that there's big up, big downs, but on the whole, you should be moving upwards. So yeah, either that, or if you're not a fan of volatility, just go for the index. Yeah. So I think index investing is good also.
Yeah, true bet holders. Copy what?
Copy me.
Why I copy you?
It's okay.
Okay.
Nothing else really. Anything else to add?
Just now we talk about Tesla bot, right? Maybe just point out two videos that I have watched because I don't think everyone watching our videos they follow that closely. There are two videos. One is the one that they throw a ball to Tesla bot Optimus, right? Then you just catch it very quickly, right? So I think this one is not about like how good is the software. It's more like even the hardware side. How can you make the robot so reflex and able to catch? Because I think catching stuff using a robot, let's say it's a bit like you use a chopstick to catch a ball. I don't think it's that easily done. So I think that's very impressive. And then the second one is the ones that is Optimus. I think he's walking uphill, right? And then going downhill again, just walking, balancing himself. I think that one also very impressive. It just shows that this robot, right, is not just like walking on the flat surface. It can really go to different environment and still be able to navigate around like just a normal person. So I think this one, you can see that just within 1 year, there's so many improvements, right? And they are not stopping yet, they're still improving it. I know some will say that, okay, it doesn't translate to financial numbers, what's the revenue, it's zero now anyways, right? People might say that, but if you want to invest until, like, if you want to invest when you see the revenue, then maybe the price is already too high already. You want to like anticipate earlier also, right? And we can see all this technology is playing. So it's not like we are making story, it's like really there's tangible stuff that we can observe.
With that, we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.